Like and subscribe right now, or this will be in your bed tonight. Honey, download affiliate link in the description. Honey is a free browser add-on that can save you money online when you shop. It is free and is available for pretty much all browsers and can be installed in 2 clicks. Honey automatically finds and applies the best coupon codes online, so you don't have to waste your precious time. Honey has saved its customers millions, so add Honey to your browser today and start saving money. Who does not like free money from all the savings you will make? Download Honey today with the affiliate link in the description below. Hello and welcome back to ProRevenge. Before we start, please scroll down and click like, subscribe, bang the bell icon for more videos. This will also really help me out. Thanks. Slap me in public? Have fun locked up. I just remembered this encounter and thought it was worth sharing. Growing up, I was not really been one to stick up for myself, which I knew was a character flaw, but this one incident was the straw that broke the camel's back. I went to a rather large high school with kids from a wide variety of backgrounds. There were your usual high school cliques, but my high school had a particularly bad drug problem. Think weed, pills, coke, etc. I didn't participate in the festivities, but it was very apparent who did. There was this one kid in particular, who we'll call Tim, who stuck out like a sore thumb. He was your average one-ape grunge kid who bullied others and basically carried around an apothecary. On any given day he could be seen openly asking others if they want coke. If they refused, he'd call them all sorts of names. I had the misfortune of having Tim in my art class, where he would regularly try and sell his merch. I never really had an interaction with him, but on one particular day he casually walked over and asked if I wanted to buy some powder. I swiftly told him no and mentioned that I don't do that stuff, which he seemed to take offense to. He called me a punk bitch and walked away. Thinking this was the end of it, I continued my project until we had to switch classes. Upon leaving the art room, Tim followed me down the hall into the quad where he stopped me. He told me, in no uncertain terms, that he doesn't take no for an answer and that I will buy some powder or else. He mentioned something about not having any loose ends and that I need to buy some now so that he knows I won't snitch. I guess the idea was that if I buy some I wouldn't tell on him, since I'd get in trouble too. I wasn't one for confrontation, but I was also not planning on buying drugs and risking expulsion, so I again told him no and to leave me alone. This resulted in me being slapped hard right across the face. It was loud enough to stop most of the students nearby. He told me that if I said a word to anyone, he'd do more than just kick my ass. I sat in the next class with a rather well-defined handprint on my face, which I explained as me having played a slapping game with my friend. To be honest, I was afraid of him. He seemed like he didn't have much to lose and that he would make good on a threat. So, I decided not to go to the teachers about being slapped or the drugs. I knew that he would realize I told on him if I did. However, I was pissed and wasn't going to let him get away with it. So I plotted. I knew that he sometimes hangs out with a few kids and smokes weed behind the football field right after school. I also knew that he drove a car with a loud muffler, and I regularly saw him roll through the stop sign outside of school while I was waiting to be picked up. He didn't really blast through it, but he never really stopped at the sign. This was how I would get him, I thought. After waiting a couple of months, I decided to make my move on 4/20. I had a feeling he would be smoking behind the football field after school and that he would, very likely, roll through the stop sign on his way home. That morning, I called the police as a concerned citizen, telling them that there have been a ton of cars speeding through the stop sign outside the school and that I'm concerned for the kids walking across the street. They assured me that they would have an officer station at the intersection for the next few days. When the final bell rang, I just hoped things would go according to plan. I didn't see him go out to the football field, but I fully assumed he would. However, as I was walking out to the lot to be picked up, I saw his car already speeding away. I thought my plan failed, as he never left that early. It must have meant that he didn't smoke with his friends. Maybe he didn't have anything on him today. If that was the case, even if he was stopped by police, they wouldn't smell any weed and just write him a ticket. The plan failed, or so I thought. As usual, I saw his car roll through the stop sign and the police immediately turned on their lights. Imagine my surprise when Tim didn't stop, but actually accelerated. He sped away with the police behind him. I didn't see what happened next, but I heard the siren grow fainter and the chase continued. The next day, in which I had art class, Tim was nowhere to be found. There were, however, rumors going around as to his being arrested. It took a couple of weeks for a certified story to come out. Apparently Tim's friends learned about what happened, and the news spread around campus like wildfire. As I figured, Tim didn't smoke with them behind the field after school. However, he was carrying a bunch of stuff that would land him in a world of trouble were the authorities to find out. After rolling through the stop sign and getting flagged by police, he tried to outrun them. It turns out that just because your car is loud it isn't fast. After a long chase, one police vehicle knocked into the back of his car sending it spinning. After the crash, he was pulled out of the car, which was then searched. The police found not only weed, but a host of other drugs that would land any adult in prison for a long time. Needless to say, he didn't come back to school. Last I heard he was in juvenile detention, but I don't know the particulars of the case. I wonder if he'll ever think that there was a connection between him slapping me and getting expelled and locked up. Part of me is happy that I got revenge and stood up for myself, albeit in an indirect way. However, part of me also feels bad about causing such a drastic life change for him over being slapped. Do you guys think that I went too far? Edit. Wow. I just read through these comments and really appreciate the support. I never really looked at this as having possibly prevented worse in the future. Thank you all. Edit 2. I see the error of my ways now, having called this a relatively short post. I'm removing that false disclaimer. Don't mess with the holidays disclaimer. This story isn't mine. It's from a friend. Backstory. We live in Portugal. Here there is a law that states that if someone abandons a plot of land and that is used by someone else for a minimum of 20 years, that person has the right to claim the land for themselves. This friend of mine has inherited a house in a town. This town is basically a beach holiday town. The rich people of the city nearby often had their house and spent the whole summer there. This was in the early 20th century. Some people still do that, including my friend. So his family has been using a spot right next to their house as a playground for the kids for way more than 20 years. In fact, for over 50. They hadn't yet needed to claim it since the owner didn't do anything to it, and as the whole neighborhood used it doing, that would be a rSLASH. Until 2 years ago, when he decided to sell it to a couple that built a two-story house there. The house completely ruins the view that he had over the sea and also ruins the look of the neighborhood due to its differences to other houses. So my friend decided to claim the land. This was before the house was built, but since Portuguese justice is slow, the house was already fully built when it ended, this time with the approval of the other neighbors. The couple that had bought it had some friends in the justice system. The wife's mother was a retired judge. Her sister was a very well-known and respected lawyer, so they managed to overcome my friend's claims on a technicality, but from the start it was obvious that my friend should have got it. The way they got it was very shady. They only won because they knew people, and this is why he decided to get his revenge. The street between the two houses had free parking everywhere. This is because most people in the neighborhood are friends and don't have garages, so they park in front of their house. But the annoying neighbors had a garage. My friend had a truck that once was used for a restaurant of his, and he parked it right in front of their garage door permanently. It was legal, since they hadn't paid the town council a yearly fee to have non-parking spot there. After a few months they decided to get that. That costs you $8,000 a year to maintain. Until this point it was more out of petty revenge. But the annoying neighbors had threatened him to remove his vehicle before that. They have said they would throw rocks at his windows, which they once did, that they would flood his garden, which they did repeatedly, and even that they would kill his dog, a German Shepherd. They tried that using a knife, but the dog bit the guy on his leg, and as you know those dogs bite hard. The threats were all recorded by my friend, since he would record every conversation he'd have with them in person or over the phone. He had taken pictures of the window and the garden. He sued them, and this time the influences weren't enough. They had to pay your $10,000 repair for the window and garden. He has a friend that evaluated the costs conveniently quite highly and had to pay him a further your $30,000 in compensation for the mental health issues it caused. But wait, there is more. Remember when they tried to kill the dog? They had done it when he wasn't home, so he never even knew about it. Out of rage, they sued my friend for his dog biting the man's leg. He had to spend a week in the hospital as it got very badly infected, and tried to make him pay for the hospital fees and compensation. But he defended himself by saying they invaded his property and even sued them for that, which led to a 1-year suspended jail time, which means if they are ever convicted of something they will spend that year in jail on top of that conviction sentence. If they don't do anything else they won't be going to jail. Hope you enjoyed this story. I certainly did when he told it to me. Edited for clarity. Honey download affiliate link in the description. Honey is a free browser add-on that can save you money online when you shop. It is free and is available for pretty much all browsers and can be installed in 2 clicks. Honey automatically finds and applies the best coupon codes online, so you don't have to waste your precious time. Honey has saved its customers millions, so add Honey to your browser today and start saving money. Who does not like free money from all the savings you will make? Download Honey today with the affiliate link in the description below. Thank you all for watching to the end of the video. But before you go, please like and subscribe for more. Not many of you at all that watch are subscribed or like the video, and this makes me unsure if I should continue to make more content or not. So if you want more content, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to miss out on any future videos, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Also, please give me some feedback in the comment section about what I can do better, because not many people comment on my videos, so I have no idea of people's opinions of thoughts about this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's all from me. If you have subscribed and liked the video, please consider sharing the video with your friends. Thanks and bye. I'm still doing daily uploads, so hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.